Carlos Baleba opening bid is imminent. This is a story we are getting in through from a side known as Indicala, a man who is really very close to all the sources of this deal. And we're here to obviously wait and see whether all this he's saying will obviously come to pass. Smash like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Carlos Baleba bid is imminent, and anytime from now, it's obviously going to be submitted in, as Kyla really goes ahead to say. And remember, yesterday we ended up with the story of a man known as Ruben Amorim ordering the side of Man United to come up and obviously pay, to come up and obviously pay or make a bid, or the opening bid, to see to it that Brighton takes them serious and not jokers. That is it. So United Matters channel it is, and we're here to bring you the latest news and information as far as everything is really concerned into the mix. Now, he told us earlier today, before he obviously had to break the news of the bid, that it's been a few days since we last heard about Carlos Baleba, and we know many of you are eager for updates. Well, good news is on the way. We just got word that we will have fresh details in just a few hours. So mark your diary for 2 p.m. 2 p.m. English is always 4 p.m. in this country. And at exactly 4 p.m. in this country, as Kyla went ahead to obviously tell us a story, went ahead to drop from him, and he told us the following: that bid is imminent. After board meeting, according to sources, Man United had a big board meeting on Tuesday with Amorim, and things got pretty intense. Amorim made it clear that Carlos Baleba is a must signing for this summer. You understand? And he said the club's credit facility is in place, so they are ready to make a move. We understand Man United is about to test Brighton's patience with an official bid. So, United are preparing the bid for Carlos Baleba. No doubt about this. It's what they discussed yesterday. Amorim went hard at them and told them, you have to obviously come up and really bid for this player. You understand? Why? Because he believes United is really a midfielder away, like Baleba, to see to it that everything really goes on well as planned. And this story was again told to us by a side known as Anil Kandola, that Amorim believes he's one midfield signing away from having a very good season. He and United will do as much as they can to bring in a midfielder before the deadline. Now, the official bid is obviously going in. It's imminent, and United is set to obviously make their first bid for Carlos Baleba. And the bid hasn't obviously gone ahead to be specified, but we are told earlier that United will only make a bid if at all Brighton has gone ahead obviously to confirm to them that they are willing to sell, and they're willing to listen in for any offers coming in through from the club of Manchester United. So the bid is going in, and Brighton wants £100 million minimum, and the bid is supposed to be in that region. That is it. It's supposed to be in that region. Whether they say £70 million guaranteed and £30 million of add-ons, £20 million of add-ons easy to be achieved, and £10 million of add-ons hard to be achieved. You understand? So I just can't wait for this moment to see to it that this bid really goes in for Carlos Baleba, because I don't think that we still have time. The longer we take, the more players obviously going to be slipping out of the hands of Man United. You've already gone ahead to hear that Man City have gone ahead to agree personal terms with the club known as Man City. So with the club known as Donnarumma, and Baleba is really one of those that even Man City is interested in. How do you know that City will come in for Baleba after getting the Donnarumma deal done? It might be possible, because City are also chasing after the Baleba deal. But I'm really excited that we are trying to move fast, not as we did on Matthias Cunha and Brian Mbeumo. But I still put blame onto how the club went ahead to plan their summer transfer window. As I've already told you, after Cunha, it would have gone ahead to be Carlos Baleba. You understand? Then Mbuemo and Benjamin Sesko would have gone ahead to follow up. But that was their plan, and it all said the end justifies the means. If United ends up this summer transfer window with Baleba, Mbuemo, Sesko, and Cunha, I would give it an 8 out of 10 transfer, because at least they would have gone ahead to cover almost every position that I believe had all needed to be really sorted at the club of Manchester United. You understand? For example, Manchester United wanted or needed to improve its creating area, and they've gone ahead to bring in Zirkzee. So they've gone ahead to bring in a player called Cunha and Brian Mbuemo. Those two are really good at really creating, you know. Then the others are the other would have gone ahead to be a midfielder, a player that I've obviously gone ahead to talk about since the start of the summer transfer window. And if Baleba comes in through, I'll tell you what, I'll be excited to obviously have Baleba at the club of Manchester United. So that is all about Baleba. His bid is imminent, and when we talk about imminent, United are preparing the opening bid for Baleba, and I just can't wait to see how much it's obviously going to be, because most of the times United have gone ahead to put in bids and they've gone ahead to be accepted immediately. And their most recent one was about Benjamin Sesko, 75 million euros plus 10 million euros of add-ons. United just went ahead, obviously add 1 million euro on the guaranteed fees, and then the other, I think it was 8 point something, went ahead obviously get onto what we call the add-ons. You understand? So for Baleba, I'll really be excited if I really feel that, if I really hear that a bid has gone ahead to be submitted, as we need the player immediately, you know. And I think the game you're playing over the weekend, he cannot obviously make it because he really has some injury issues, by the way, and he never played in the game of Stoke City. It's another video that I'm obviously going to be doing in there for you, but let's go for him. Let's go for him, and after going for him, let's see to it that all goes on well as planned for Carlos Baleba. And I understand that most of you are really in for the guy, and each and every time I upload a video, you are like, what is all about Baleba? Baleba. Now, this is the big stage, one of the biggest steps into a summer transfer window, because after convincing the player and you convince the board, that means that you've gone ahead obviously do the needful and make them okay with what you're obviously bringing in. And if you've reached a level of really submitting a bid, that means Brighton have gone ahead to give United their yes that they're willing to sell. Remember, United have already said they'll only submit a bid if Brighton are willing to sell. Not so? So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Rock and David is my name. Your thoughts on Carlos Baleba to Man United bid imminent are welcome in the comment section below. Meaning that by the end of today, or start of tomorrow, we will obviously have that done and dusted into the mix. So it has been Rock and David onto the United Matters channel. You know the duels. Continue to subscribe, and the rest will obviously come our way in there. After subscribing, hit the notification bell. After hitting the notification bell, you know, you'll always get notifications every time I upload a video onto this channel. And 2 hours from now, I'm obviously going to be dropping a video. It's supposed to be 5. Yesterday I dropped 3. Today I'm really pushing hard to obviously meet that magic number that we are obviously talking about in here onto the United Matters channel. So guys, that is it for Carlos Baleba. Latest news, though very many more stories are really dropping about the lad, but it shows you how good the lad is and how special he has gone to be into this transfer window. And the previous season that he obviously make a lot of sense for him, and that's why Very many teams were really looking to sign him next summer, not this summer, and the United are really pushing hard to get it done ahead of time.